Hello everyone and welcome to a special love themed video for you guys today. So of course this upcoming week we have Valentine's Day on the horizon, and Valentine's Day for me isn't all about romantic love. I think it's a great chance to celebrate love in all of its forms, and so I want to share with you today some of my favourite fictional love stories. And not all of these are romantic love stories, they are just stories where love is the overriding force between two people and the power that it can have between them. So the first one I want to talk about is the story of Elizabeth Bennet and Fitzwilliam Darcy from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So this is of course one of the most famous classic romance novels ever written, but their relationship is just so much fun to follow because when they first meet they're quite indifferent towards each other, and then they seem to develop quite an intense dislike for each other that then evolves into a very intense romantic love for each other. And it is just such a great story to follow on with. It's such a roller coaster because you never really know if they're going to be together or not, and you really want them to because they're obviously so well suited, but it is a great love story. So yeah, definitely Lizzie and Darcy. The next one I want to talk about is the story of Elsie and Florence from Three Things About Elsie by Joanna Cannon. And this is one of the greatest love stories out there right now. It's all about the power of lifelong female friendship and the bonds that two women can have who have known each other and who have basically shared their lives with each other, and the love that they have between them. It is just such a gorgeous story, and I cannot recommend it enough to anyone, literally anyone out there. Please read Florence and Elsie's gorgeous love story. It is so beautiful. The next one I want to talk about is the story of Cathy and Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Their love is basically the force that drives the rest of this novel. It is so all-consuming, it is so powerful, and it's so angsty, and you literally feel it in all of the pages in this book. It is such a tremendous love story. It's incredibly tragic, but it is so powerful, and you can just sense that they need to be together. No questions asked. It is a gorgeous love story. So yeah, definitely Cathy and Heathcliff. The next one I want to talk about is the story of Frodo and Sam from The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Have you ever seen the bonds of loyalty as strong as they are between Frodo and Sam in this trilogy? Seriously, they have to go through so many terrible things together, and there's literally no question that they will do this together. They cannot be broken. I honestly think that Frodo and Sam's story is one of the greatest fantasy love stories that I've ever read in my life. So yeah, definitely a Frodo and a Sam. The next one I want to talk about is the story of Jesper and Wylan from the Six of Crows Crooked Kingdom duology by Leigh Bardugo. They are just the best of friends. You know that when they're together, they can literally do anything that they put their minds to. They are just so right for each other. They complement each other, they know each other inside out, and they are just a great love story to follow. So yeah, definitely Jesper and Wylan. The next one I want to talk about is possibly the greatest YA romance that I've ever read, and that is the story of Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. And their love is just so realistic of real first-time teenage love, and I love the fact that they never make any pretenses that they will be together forever. They know that all the odds are against them, that they will eventually split up and that their love story will end, but it is just such a beautiful YA story, and I cannot recommend their love story enough to anyone who loves YA romance. So yeah, definitely Eleanor and Park. The next love story I want to talk about is the story between Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks, of course, from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. And even though we don't really get it in all that much detail, because obviously it's not something that Harry is directly involved in, you just know all of the little things that have happened between them that we don't see on the page, because they are just so right for each other. They are both essentially outcasts, and they are both so different, but they're also somehow exactly the same. And it is just such a beautiful tragic love story that I do wish we had got a little bit more from, but you can definitely sense all of the little things that they definitely had off the page together, and it is just so gorgeous. So yeah, definitely a Lupin and a Tonks. And the last one that I want to talk about is probably definitely the greatest love story ever written, and that is the story of Fred and George Weasley, of course, from the Harry Potter series. I mean, can I even think of a better love story than that between these two? No, definitely not. So yeah, definitely Fred and George Weasley. And that is it for my favourite fictional love stories. What are some of yours? Please let me know. I will leave all of my social media in the description down below. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye.